Well, guys, it's that time of the day again. It is time to go out and do a garden tour on this Monday afternoon. Well, it's about 6 o'clock right now, so I'd say it's the evening hours at this point. But at the same time, we're going to do a garden tour. We got some stuff for you. We're going to show you exactly what's coming up right now in the garden and show you what else is coming in here, and also some plans. And we're also going to show you the corn patch as well and see if anything's ready for harvest. Just so you know, if we end up doing a corn harvest, the video is not going to be coming out in this video. It's going to come out probably sometime later this week, but I'm guessing it's probably not going to have anything. But we'll see when we get up there. So let's first start off by actually getting into the garden to show you what all is going on in here. And to be able to do that, we just have to pull this down and move this little cinder block right here out of the way. See, it's that simple. And it varies on how I'm feeling, whichever direction I want to open up the door. Either is fine, and now we're in the garden. Congratulations, you've officially made it into a garden. Now over here, we can see our strawberry patch and our blueberry patch. Now the blueberries are doing all right, except those birds keep waiting. And I just saw something that intrigued me. I don't think I've seen something like this before in the garden. I just broke it more, but that, my friends, is a robin egg. Do you see this right here? That's a robin egg. I don't know why it's in the garden. By the way, it is like really thin, so it's really easy to break. If it was like an actual solid robin egg, then there wouldn't actually be that easy to break. Like, I didn't even grab it that hard. I like really loosely grabbed it. I like maybe I didn't even use any like PSI on that thing, so like my guess is that it's just already hatched or whatever. But that right there is the key culprit as to who's been taking our strawberries and blueberries. So I think it is time to go to the thing right now. The I can't speak. Wow, the tractor supply, get some mesh to cover the top of this up and keep them out of here. The only issue is that these coyotes keep getting to the chickens. I'm pretty sure we lost another one today, but only time will tell. It'll be told tonight. Now let's get into the real garden through this door, or non-existent door, I shall say. And we have our beautiful patch of green beans. Do you see this? There is green beans coming in, surprisingly, right there. It's really thin. That looks like a stem, but it's actually a green bean. Don't worry, they'll get bigger as time progresses, but that one will probably be ready for harvest by about Friday or Thursday. I'll probably come in here later this week and actually do a harvesting video alongside the normal video scheduled. And you can see right over here, this whole area was cleared out as well. And also, by the way, I'm going to be replanting the gourds. And I'm going to be hoping and praying to the heavens that we don't get any snow in October, because I want to do the harvest around October 10th, October 15th, which I think is a perfect time. So let's get into the rest of the garden. Now right over here we have our basil, which don't look any worse than they did last week. They just don't look, some of them look decent. They look decently healthy. It's just they're not like the greatest either. Now over here you can see we have our beautiful jalapeno peppers and our beautiful whatever pepper these are. I don't know what these are. I'll put them right there. These are like bigger jalapeno peppers. I don't know what they are, to be honest. And look at the size of this jalapeno. That one is definitely ready. Now, the only thing I will say is that if somebody tells you to take a bite out of it, don't. Because that is going to be a big regret of yours if that ends up happening. I'm just trying to clear away something that's in the zucchini patch. We'll get into that in just a second, though. We also do have our normal red, yellow, orange peppers over here as well. It's just they're not as prevalent as these guys right down here. We've already sent off 2 or 3 to the local taco stand, and our goal is to send off more this summer. So let's get into the rest of the garden. Let's get into the tomato patch next, because I see some things that might be ready for harvest. The tomato patch is looking pretty nice, although we do have some random cherry tomatoes in here that serve no purpose. They were just put here by accident, and they just exist. They coexist. Now, as you can see, our zucchini plant isn't looking any better or any worse than it was last week. So, nothing new. The aromas, though, these are beautiful. I caught them at the perfect time. You see this one right here? This is a literal textbook tomato. Like, if you open up a textbook and scroll to the tomato section, if it has one, then that is a textbook, out of the textbook snippet of a tomato. Like, if you go to like an old encyclopedia or whatever, and you scroll to the tomato section, you'll definitely see a picture that looks almost like that. That is textbook, peak tomatoism. Is tomatoism a thing? It is not. I don't care. I'll just put it in the video for the sake of it. I don't know. This one would be peak tomatoism if it wasn't for these dumb fruit flies. I would say something else there, but I'm not, because I'm not like that in these videos. But when it comes down to protecting my chickens, I am like that. And I am not afraid to use language against the coyote's will. I don't care. Now let's get into the eggplant and zucchini and see what's going on. Now, for whatever reason, these guys think they're all cool, but they're not going to be like that for too much longer because they keep getting into here. Do you see this right here? I don't know why this keeps... This one looks dead almost. I think that one is dead. It looks like it was dug up out of the ground. And I think our poor zucchini plants are dead. Do you see this? They look like they've been dug up out of the ground. Look at this. This one might be the only one that might be able to survive. This is upsetting. I don't know why this happened, but whatever it is, I now have personal beef with you. Now, as for our eggplants, they're a little bit more alive. I just don't really seem to be seeing a whole lot of production on them. This one, though, white eggplant right here, however, is completely ready for harvest and will be harvested today. Now, as you can see throughout the rest of this garden, everything's looking all right. Whatever's getting into our garden is eating our zucchini. You can tell right there by that look. Now let's get into the trellis. And we do have peak gardening in here too. Look at these beautiful cucumbers over here. Look at this. This is beautiful. Fertilizer, man, does the trick. And we have some beautiful cherry tomatoes in here as well that I personally think look incredibly great. Great. Wow, I can't talk. As I'm going to be creating my estimates, this is definitely going to be the biggest harvest of the year. 2 beautiful cucumbers right here and there. I personally think this is going to be a great harvest, so get yourselves ready. I have the timestamps down below in the description, and they should show up as chapters on this video. I really love using them in garden tours because I know some of you guys, I'm not speaking for all of you, enjoy skimming through these types of videos to see which type of plants suit you the best. I don't know what's digging up our zucchini, but whatever it is, I'm ready to throw hands and get out of the garden. But last night, I did see some raccoon eyes in this chicken yard right over here. This is our pet flock. So we have 13 chickens last time I checked, which was last night. And in the farm flock, we have 29 chickens, which a couple weeks ago was 34, but gee, thank you. So yeah, I did see some raccoons in there last night. I think 2 or 3 of them. And yeah, don't worry, they're not harmful. I mean, they could be harmful, but with a little 22, they're not that harmful anymore. I think something a little bit more powerful than that would work, but hey, it does the job. So let's get into the actual corn plant up there. I'm gonna go get out the ATV and go up there because, well, there's tons of poison ivy up the trail. It just blossomed this last week. It just exploded like I want this video to. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to, by the way, in the last week. So let's get up there. I'll leave this open just in case I want to go do a harvest later, which will happen, by the way. Trust me. Now let's get up to the corn patch. It was tasseling last week. It looked beautiful. I wonder if we have something to harvest this week. So we still got this massive tarp over here from when we were going to plant pumpkins, man. I wish we got around to it, but as you guys know, this year has been busy as crazy. It's just been crazy. But at least the corn plants are looking pretty nice, though. You can see from here all of this, and I do see some corn plants that do indeed look like they are ready for harvest. But as you guys probably know, I'm wearing Crocs right now, so I'm gonna have to use extreme precaution while crossing through this. Because whatever these guys are, they don't like me that much. But yeah, we're gonna do a corn harvest, hopefully in a week or 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't know. I think it's a little bit early, so I'll probably hold off on the day I do the harvest video. I'll just say the day I do the harvest on directly. But as you can see, to give you a little bit of perspective as to how far this corn patches came, this is the greatest corn patch we've ever had on the farm. Despite recent years not having this great of a harvest or this great of a garden, I think peak gardening was 2022. That was when gardening reached its peak for me personally. I still think we have some beautiful corn plants in here. And to give you a little bit of perspective as to how cool this is, do you see this right here? Look at this. Look at this. Do you see this? This is a fully grown corn crop right here. Look at this. These guys are probably going to be ready in like, give it another week or 2. So let's go down, let's do a harvest in the garden and see what all we come out with today. Will we come out empty-handed, or will we come out with a bucket full of great vegetables? I can assure you we're going to get at least a couple things. So let's get down there and get to harvesting. Sometimes, man, you capture the most wild stuff in the garden. This is a dragonfly. See this guy? I'll try to get up from behind and show you. I don't know if he needs help or whatever, but that's a beautiful dragonfly. It's like green and blue, but yeah, I'll go help in a minute. Let's just get the garden harvest done. So we got a pretty good harvest. I'd say we got about 7 or 8 pounds of fruit in here. So yeah, I just want to say one thing though about this harvest is that it's pretty cool. And the greatest thing about it is that you can click the playlist on the screen right now and see more garden harvests just like this one. And plus the entire progression from start to finish, or so far, of the gardening season. I'll see you in one of those videos. You can put it on shuffle while you're, you know, eating breakfast, taking a shower, doing some push-ups, doing whatever. And just